Okay, guess I am live. Yeah, there it is. Okay, and on Discord as well. So there we go. Okay, so what do? Yeah, basically, I just decided to do the LivrTUBBSweekly throughout the day today because why not? I don't think I'm doing anything today now. I'm actually literally waiting for the sun to come up so I don't have to walk through the house, through the back garden in the dark because it's still pitch black outside. Because there's no power regulation for the lighting, for the external lights of my house spaceship. This is great. Anyway, this week has been kind of eventful, kind of. I posted the this bit is pub week and it's been piggy noise week, so I basically have done videos on both of those things. I did a burpee video, I did a piggy noise, that's the piggy noise video. I did a burpee video, I did a pup video, and I did I uploaded a pup video as well as the old video. I uploaded the old video as well. The second half of the 700th special that was deleted. So yeah, I did that, which is nice. As well as did the kind of piggy noise crossover video as well. Piggy noise pop week crossover video. That was fun. Oh, fuck. Shut up. Yeah. But apart from that, I didn't get much accomplished. I've been trying to do the cards all week. And basically, we only got to the second or third page when I've been doing the cards. So there's that. But yeah, it's been weird. I think that basically, I don't want to talk about this again. I don't want to talk about it again. I really don't. I'm kind of sick of talking about it. One of the reasons why this video is so late to be uploaded is because basically I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't. I was not in the right mood. I was just kind of like did an annoying amount of internal reflection. Just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it. But yeah. It's the depression. I don't want to talk about it. But it's basically the depression. And I think it's because basically I've got a long way before awesome stuff is happening, and I basically I'm aware that all this awesome stuff is great, but I'm also aware that basically there's a lot of sucky, not awesome stuff in between then and now, and that's great. Plus, I also experienced some awesome stuff already, so it's like, yeah, kind of in a lull of awesomeness. And that lull of awesomeness is what's pissing me off, because basically I want to hang out with friends, I want to talk to friends and stuff, but essentially I got a weird feeling that some of my friends are kind of like not talking to me anymore, and I don't know why. And I don't want to ask why, because I don't want to dredge up any drama, and oh god. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not. I'm done with that. That's one of the reasons why I didn't come on. Lots of me problems that I don't want to bug people with. But yeah, apart from that, videos have been going well, as usual. The whole making of the Tubbs network and stuff has been going pretty good as well. However, I haven't uploaded anything this week to the other channels. It's only been to the Tankers channel that I've been uploading, and that's mainly because the internet has been decided to being gone back to being weird and shit. I have no idea what's caused this, but basically it was uploading fine for a long period of time, and then for some reason the browser, I think it is trying to do this thing where it's just every time I click away from the browser, like I open a different browser, or I look at all this other stuff, and I do work and everything, while it's uploading. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb with yawning. Yeah, while it's uploading, it basically it seems to forget what page it's on, so that when I open the browser to when I go back to that window is still at, oh yeah, great. By the way, please hit the dislike button, by the way, if you like to murder babies and or have sex with animals. Yeah. Just randomly, I noticed that somebody was watching, one person was watching, and then a dislike happened. Yeah. So again, I know who you are. I know who that will be. If I look in the analytics and find out, and basically I'll then be able to know that you like to either murder babies or have sex with animals. Fine, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, my browser basically decides to just like completely forget what it's doing and tries to reload the page. I don't want it to reload the page, because basically if it reloads the page, it will lose all of the progress that it did when it was uploading something to YouTube. Yeah. So essentially this week I have not been uploading to my other channels. The only thing I've been uploading has been to the Tech Club channel, and I've been mostly supervising all of that while it's been doing that. So yeah. Yeah. That's it really. That's all the news. This weekend was gonna be awesome, but apparently it's next weekend or the weekend after that is the Steam fair. So basically I'm not going to that yet. So, yeah. Okay, I'm done. I've got tons of pens out. I was going to put them all away, but essentially I don't know if I should do that on account of I'm going to be using all of these soon. So I might just put them in the bag. All my other pens. That's these ones. I don't want to put these ones in the bag. I want to have them out. By the way, I used the sparkly gel pens, and they actually worked pretty good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them in this bag. There's a lot of empty space in this bag. Yeah, they actually work pretty good. It's very sparkly. So yeah. I'm going to use those, but everything else can also go in the bag. Right, I was waiting for anybody to basically come on so I could do the voting and stuff, but I do not mind waiting for a little while. It gives me time to clear up my pens and my pens. I've still got some pens in the house. I think I have. There's a lot. I've got a lot of art supplies. I'm going to be so relieved when I finish doing these cards, because then I can actually get on with doing Oh, you know, the first stuff maybe. Hey, Panda folks. Owie on my finger. That's awesome. Yeah. How are you, Tubbs? I'm okay. A little bit of TMI. I have pus in between my fingernail and my skin. I'm just trying to get more of it out, so in a great deal of pain just now, but I'm okay. I had a bit to drink today. I basically finished off some spiced mead. Mead is not great. It's not bad. It's just that I've had other mead and it's pretty. The other mead is better. Spiced mead is not great. Okay, now we. I got it. But yeah, I'm okay. How are you, Panda folks? That's good. Just off work. What do I need this finger for anyway? Can I just chop this finger off? I do have like a relative who lost a finger, basically. He basically said that it hurt, but got surprisingly fine really quickly. Like it's a big shock, it's a lot of pain, and it's a big shock, and then it gets better, kind of really quickly. Well, no, it's this finger. It's this one. Like I could totally lose this, and there's nothing. I've cleared it up, so basically you can't see anything too graphic. But I've got like a little, like divot in between the nail and the finger, so it's super painful right here, right here. It's also very hot because I just squeezed it and stuff. But yeah, I won't be able to draw for like a couple of days, and then I'll be back to drawing again. Besides, I'm ambidextrous. It wouldn't bother me that much. You sure it isn't an ingrown fingernail? No. I'm not sure. I just know that basically it had pus in it, and I got the pus out, and basically it feels a little bit better now, but it's still owie. Just a little bit super painful. It's fine. Yeah. Do you want to talk about anything, Panafox? I'm kind of drawing a blank. I'm kind of just stuck. I keep telling myself I was very productive today, and yet I haven't really done anything that's lasting in the world, you know. I've basically done the outlines for about half of that. The bear drawings. But yeah, I haven't done any colouring or something. I did like do some exercise today, and yeah. I feel oddly tired. Don't know what that's about. Probably because of the exercise. I don't know. This old lady had a snake in her trunk today, but it was fake. Oh, okay. She had a prop snake. Why did she have a prop snake? Why did she have a prop snake? Why? I don't know why she had it, but man, I was angry when she started laughing. You have to paint for me the picture of what happened, because basically, you know, this is just something that I just picturing you basically saw the fake snake in her car, you know. It's not something that would make me angry, but so there needs to be more context, you know. I nearly died today, kind of. That's a bit of clickbait, isn't it? And basically, I had they've got these things called crunchy nut clusters for cereals, and I bought some because I was like, I kind of like, you know, I like granola, and I like nuts, and I like that stuff. And basically, they had these. They were called peanut butter flavored, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. Why haven't I had these before? Yeah, I found out. I'm allergic to those. I'm a little bit super allergic to those, apparently. But then again, I did eat half the box, and then I was like, I don't feel so good, and I had to lay down for a lot. Yeah, for a while. I had to lay down for a while, and I got all puffy. Like, the thing is that basically I'm allergic to nuts, but I have to eat a lot of them. But I did eat a lot of them, and because I'm not immediately allergic to them, it means that before my immune system goes nuts because of the allergic reaction and stuff, they get quite a build-up of them in my stomach, which means that my stomach walls get all puffy, and basically it generates a bunch of gas, and it does all sorts of nasty stuff. So I don't actually get the oh my god, I can't breathe reaction. I get the other kind of reaction. Although I did have the annoying itching thing behind my ears for fucking ever. It's only just gone away. And I can swallow again properly now, so that's something. But yeah. Anyway. There we go. I was taking her groceries to her car, and she opened the trunk and had it hidden behind a bag of fertilizer. So she played a prank on you? Is that what you're saying? See the gassiness. Just been randomly gassy all day. I had that happen once, but it was when I was little. Yeah. It's my own fault. I did kind of feel like, because they were tasty, and it was like, it's really nice. Why have I not eaten this before? And then I started getting the itchiness behind my ears, and I was like, okay, it's time to stop eating these now. I realized what my mistake was. You're a dingus, you idiot. Why would you do this? But yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking she did. So she was just trying to trick you out, dude. People are mean. People are mean. I have a question, but I kind of already I've decided it already. But I was going to ask earlier. What do you think of the beard? The beard, which is quite long now. And just curly and annoying. Because I'm thinking about basically like not doing the whole year-long experiment. Because I was going to do the year-long experiment, and then at Vegas, I was going to go to. They have a barber. They have a barber on site, on like just his chair set out up outside by the pool, because it's a bear thing apparently. I was gonna basically leave it and then let it grow, basically, not do anything to it besides the odd trim up, because this is starting to annoy me near my ear all the time. Both my ears, just it's crazy. What? but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it because basically, like, this is like a month and a half. We've got 10 months to go. But I've never had a long beard. That's why I was doing the year-long experiment to see if it would actually grow longer, you know. By the way, it tickles. It actually can tickle my nipple because it accidentally did that one. But no, I've got a short haircut. But no, what do you think? Should I continue to let it grow and basically see what it's like later, or should I just fuck it and basically shave it off and then grow it before I go to Vegas? What do you think? What's your... Well, you said a beard with a short haircut. Okay. You used the word lovely. I thought that was like a European expression only. Oh, cleaned. Well, yep. Every time I shower, it gets a shampoo and conditioned. I'm sorry, I don't know what to talk about. I'm kind of stuck. Also, because I messed with the beard, I shed, especially in the summer. So I've got hairs all over my belly. Well, I've got hairs on my t-shirt on my belly. But yeah, I keep it shampooed and conditioned and stuff. You want to see how big the beard gets. I just heard something. I don't know how big the beard's going to get. Yeah. I don't know. I was hoping it would just get, like I said, go down to my chest, you know. But I mean, it goes down to my chest. It's curly, so it doesn't actually. You can't actually see it when I straighten it out. Like it's still. That's how long it is. Oh, that's how long it is. But it's all curly. Fair enough. I did kind of already make up my mind that I was going to try to keep it. I was going to persevere, and just next time I cut my hair, I'm going to trim it up. But yeah, I just wanted to know your opinion on it. But you guys' opinion's pretty good, so I'm good with that. Well, since you guys are here, I should do some voting. Maybe you can vote for the next stream as well. I have an idea for something. I'm so sorry you are still waiting for your pack. Yes, I am. But we think it is actually something to do with the packet, with the post. Our post person hasn't been coming around. Damon has confirmed all the neighbours. So it's not just an us thing. It's our road thing, apparently. Anyway, guys, either one or both of you can vote now. I mean, like, I'm not going to do the results until tonight. For me, tonight. You know what I mean? But we have weekly topics. Where are my glasses? Every time. Every time. I had them on earlier. Where did they go? I did not leave them in the house. I know I didn't. Fuck. Never mind then. So, I mean, you can see. Well, if I floofed it all out, I tried just bringing it all out. Like at the sides and everything. How does it look? It's not coming out on this side. Why isn't it coming out on this side? It's determined not to, but it's all fluffy. It's all misshapen and fluffy. But I can feel it over here. It looks big. Well, because it doesn't strange. It's curly. It's not coming out on this side for some reason. I don't know. I'm trying to get it all uncurled, but it just that it won't. It curls up naturally. Yeah. Fluffed out. No. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I know. I've got hairs all over me. Okay. Are you guys ready to vote? Just early vote for tonight, and then I'll do one later on in the day, and then I'll do the final one, the final tallying tonight. Are you ready? I'm just going to read them out. Yeah, just let me know which ones you want. Balloon Week, Guest Week, Art Week, Eating/Food Week, Leather Week, Furry Week, Funnel Week, Cigar Week, Live Week, Squish Week, Bloating Week, or Padding Week. So, whichever ones of those you like. If you want me to read it out again, just let me know. And the birds are up. Food. I can get a pen. The pen is stuck again between the laptop screen and the keyboard. Food. Food. I said you were working a minute ago, and I just farted. Swish, swish, and Leather Week, please. Swish. Leather. Yes. Remember, guys, you can vote again later on as well, so don't worry about it if you don't get to vote now. Swish, not swish. Squish. Squish. Squish wig. My pen's not working. The top of my pad is just all super messy because it's like, there we go. Okay. There you go. I will do it again before I leave. I'm probably going to leave fairly soon. I need to fill up my lighters again. This one's got a little tiny torch on the end of it. I did see Howard earlier. He basically came online very, very briefly on Discord, and then he vanished. So I don't know what that was about. And by the way, guys, Chris is okay. He basically was. He sent me a message saying it was okay. So don't worry. Well, nice neighbor, a nice neighbor. They're the ones that we asked, and basically they haven't needed anything through the mail. I'm the only one that needs something apparently in the entire street. So yeah. Howard was on. He appeared online for a brief minute and then disappeared, but I think he's got internet issues. Nothing happened to Chris. He's just been busy. He's just been busy. Don't know what to talk about again. You look pretty comfy. What do you mean? Like I'm comfortable, or like I look like a cushion? I'm okay with both. I'm okay. I kind of seem to be leaning all the time in this, like this, and it bugs me because it means that you know I've done it to myself, but I'm not entirely. My belly isn't entirely proportionate. It kind of leans naturally one side. I don't know if you noticed that, but basically, this side seems to be leaning. It seems to be naturally slightly like out of shape compared to this side. I don't get it. Hopefully, I'll get my package, Jeff. Yeah, hopefully I will. You never noticed that. I'll just do a quick belly inspection for you. But no, you see, there's this side is slightly lower than this side of the belly, and this side sticks out like the front of my belly is kind of like, it's kind of like not flat, it's slightly like that. It's not flat, it slightly sticks out more like that way on this ridge. And I think I know why that is, and that's, like I said, I basically lay on this side all the time, so my belly naturally just goes like that when I'm laying down in bed and stuff. And when I'm sitting down, I always lean on this side, and not entirely proportionate. It's round enough though. But I noticed that on my shirts won't stay like perfectly lined up with my belly button. It will do this all the time because there's more belly this side than there is this side. I'm not entirely proportionate. I'm not entirely well, I can even see it for this angle. I just like I have slightly more this side than that side. It's weird, but it's basically, it bugs me because I sit in this chair like this, and the reason why I sit in the chair like this is because it's just easier to get to the keyboard with this hand. You know, it's easier to reach for the mouse with this hand. This side of the chair works, and this side of the chair doesn't. It doesn't raise up. The armrest doesn't raise up. So if I was to lean on this side, I'll have to do this. I have to lean on the side like that. And this just isn't comfortable. So like this is way more comfortable. And my arm's right in the right place. You know, it can rest on my belly, or it can rest like on my belly in a different position. It can rest on the keyboard. You know? It's just because I yeah, and I think the absolute main reason why I've always kind of leaned to this side is because this is the stronger, and it's the longer leg for me to stand on. Basically, when I had my accident, one of my legs is slightly better than the other one. This leg is basically a little bit shorter because of the reconstruction, and it's the knee reconstruction and everything, and it's a little bit weaker and stuff, whereas this one is basically a little bit longer, it's a bit stronger, and it basically is just the way it's the one that I normally just rest my weight on if I'm just standing still, because it's the longest one, you know, and the strongest one. So yeah. So basically it's one of the reasons why they said that I would need a cane to walk around on for the rest of my life. However, I kind of trained myself not to do that. Like, I can walk, but if you see me waddle, because I basically waddle, if you see me walking around, you can tell that I don't really have a natural walk. It's because I'm kind of forcing myself to not hobble, I guess is the right word. I don't know. It's just a thing. But yeah, so because of that, like most of my body strength and proportions, I'm slightly bigger. I've got a slightly bigger arm on this side. I've got a slightly bigger pec on this side. It's like it's firmer, you know, than this one. And my belly kind of just slightly sags on this side. It's weird. It's weird, I know. But that's where my stomach is as well. So, you know, and I've got a big stomach. So I'm not going to go into it. It's another one of my stupid broken parts thing. Like, look, I'm resting right now on this arm. So this shoulder should be slightly lower than that shoulder. But they're about the same height. I can feel that. It's stupid. Anyway, so if I were giving you rubs, what side do you prefer to get it? It doesn't matter. If you're giving me a belly rub, I think all of it likes to be rubbed. I don't think that there's a preference. Although if I've just eaten to the point of not being able to move, then this side would like to be rubbed more. Only because I don't want excess pressure on my stomach when that's happened. Because I actually told Patch off, not on purpose. I basically told him off because after he funnel fed me a lot of dairy, like so much cream, basically I was on the verge of trying not to be sick. And he just put a little bit of pressure to rub my belly, on my belly. And I was like, no, please, no. Just not yet. Because it was just, just a little bit too much pressure on already pressurized container. Just not good. So, yeah. I wonder who had the nerve to thumbs down this video. Whoever it must have been be into bestiality. Yeah, I did make that joke already. I basically said that I know who you are because of the animatrix and everything that you get. The whatever it's called. Animatrix, no. You know what I mean. Analytics, that's it. I think it is animatrix on most other sites, but it's analytics on this site for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I didn't take sociology. By the way, sociology isn't a thing in the UK. There isn't such a class as sociology. There's social sciences when you get into college and university, but basically, yeah. Anyway, I already made the joke that basically if they're into murdering babies or basically or bestiality, then basically hit the dislike button. But whoever they are came and did that and then left already. So basically, they didn't hear that. I think I was in the middle of the speech as well of like just what was happening in the week. So I don't know. People are weird. By the way, I know I already mentioned this to Panafox, I think, but the gel pens. I've done some outlines, and the gel pens work really well on the glitter gel pens. They work really well. I'm trying to get it into the light so you can see. It's super glittery, if you can see it. After I finish colouring it in and everything, then I'm going to take it off of this and show you properly. I basically have done this one, and this one. Just off camera because basically like I said, I wasn't in the right headspace to basically talk to anybody. But yeah, it's no big deal. Yeah, the lines are reflecting. Oh, good. Oh, good. Like if I took it off of there, I don't want to take it off of there because basically it's a pain in the ass to get on there, in the right places that I can actually reach around all of the stuff. So basically, I'll show you. Like I said, I'll show you after I finish doing all of the colouring in and everything. But yeah, the other ones are looking very good. I can't remember what pencils I used for this one. I think that was the cheap pencils, but it's also kind of reflective in the light. It's like perfectly shiny everywhere. It doesn't actually show up any of the detail, any of the the grain lines and stuff. But yeah, that's looking pretty. That's great, Tubbs. I love the glitter. Yay. Oh, Tubbs, I hope I wasn't going too far with the pic I sent you. What pic? What, you mean in private messenger? No, it was fine. I think at the time I said that was a nice picture. think. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure I at least thought nice picture. Are you talking about the not the drawing, the other picture? Don't worry, guys, it wasn't porn. It wasn't a penis. What did you say in the message? I can't remember. I gotta get my mouse pad. Oh, you changed your picture again. Getting up to my size? I thought you were already about my size anyway. I didn't know you were a gainer. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff, I don't want to be this guy. Because I don't mind. I really don't. It's just that every time I see Tubbs and it's not capitalized, it's just a little bit of OCD dyslexia thing. You know, for myself. If I accidentally write Tubbs and it's not capitalized and I see it, I'm like, I torture myself for so long. Again, it isn't really a big deal. It's just that yeah, it's just a word. I don't really care. I don't know. I just started kind of. Oh, sorry. I'm still dealing with the allergic reaction. No, it's the whole word that has to be kept. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, honestly. Sorry. I wish I never said anything. But like I said, Panda Fox, I thought we were about the same size anyway. I have something on my mustache. Out of all the hair that grows on my face, my mustache isn't any. It doesn't grow. It just grows to this length and then it just stays that way. Which is annoying because I kind of want it to grow like bigger and bushier. You know, it just doesn't. Yeah, because I'm like a. What did that height machine thing say I was? I don't know. I'm not sure because my belly doesn't get as big as yours does. It doesn't get. Jeffrey, don't worry about it. Fine. You mean after you had a big meal or something? What's your belly measurement? Curious now because, like I said, I'm pretty sure that we're about the same. We're about the same height. Or well, aren't you tall? I don't know. Most people are taller than me. I'm about 350 pounds. I'm around about 65 inches belly wise. When I sit down. When I stand up, it's just over 60. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're 5'10". Yeah, I'm around about 5'9". And I'm back to not thinking of what to say. Well, you can come to Vegas. I know, traveling, I know. Are you ever thinking about coming to the UK? Guessing not so much. Well, do it, man. UK is nice. Depends where you go. Yeah, basically, because I'm coming to I'm coming to the States, of course, next year. I'm coming to Massachusetts, and then I'm going to Vegas, and then potentially going back to Massachusetts again. I don't know exactly if we're going to work that out yet. I'm just I mean, we haven't worked that out yet, so I don't know. Howard is back on and listening on Discord. And he's unmuted, so he might just randomly go boo. And he's muted again. And he's unmuted again. And he clicked at me. And then nothing.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm on my phone, so my mic is kind of screwy on my phone. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Really, is it? Oh, thank you. It's so nice of you.
I mean, you sound okay and everything, so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the middle of my work shift, basically, so. Yeah, Saturdays are my double shifts. So I work 16 hours full.
Wow.
Right?
Mm.
Oh, I freaking hate it. Amount of caffeine I have to intake just so I can stay up on my shift is crazy. And it could potentially prove problematic today, considering I'm kind of broke right now. I can't buy anything.
Bummer, dude.
Earlier was kind of funny because I had some fun with basically a homeless person who smelled like piss on property. what was really funny, no, and it's just, because most of the time, I'll try to be kind of nice about it, So like, you go up to this lady, and I'm just like, "Hey, could you move?" And she's like, "Move where?" I'm just like, I just kind of pointed like in the general direction of off property.
Yeah.
And that's when she starts screaming and basically shouting insults. I'm just like, "Oh, thank you. That makes me feel so good. Oh, thank you. I need that." But yeah, basically, I just kind of just followed her the whole time she was screaming at me. I kind of just followed her off property.
You followed off the property.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, don't be sorry.
I don't have to deal with. I never have to deal with homeless people whenever I'm in. Whenever I do the security thing, because basically, whenever I do security, I'm just the doorman. But if like homeless people are on the grounds of the hotel, then basically that's the hotel security. They have to deal with it. But yeah, I did get the odd person that basically was homeless, who basically did come into the hotel or tried to get into the into the ball and stuff, and it was like they always smell of either piss, alcohol, or for some reason like they've been in a fire. It's like one of those three things.
That is the perfect description.
But yeah, it's always because like they have to pee in public, so that makes sense why they smell of piss. Sometimes they smell of alcohol and piss, which is great. Which tries to ruin it for me, which is great.
No, I remember this one time that I was basically on site, and like, we have like a little shopping center, whatever. There's an AT&T on site, basically, and like beside the AT&T, there's this alleyway that goes back toward like the employee bathrooms and all that. And one night, while I was just like walking around my business, I kind of observed like a woman like squatting down in the alleyway, and I'm just like, is she taking a piss? Oh my gosh, she's taking a piss. And so like she came out of the alleyway and she turned and looked at me and she said, "Sorry." I'm just like, "Yeah, don't come back on property."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We had like when I worked at the frozen food warehouse grocery place. Basically, they had a store as well, and basically I would be the manager of like the home deliveries in the store. But that means that my desk was like up front in front of the big windows because it was like a security desk as well as my desk. So basically, I got to see everything that happened outside of the store. And basically, it's just this. It's not really a strip mall. It's kind of a. My voice is just going just right now for some reason. Anyway, it was kind of an enclosed strip mall kind of situation. It was a shopping center. I'm just trying to think of a way to describe it. But no, basically they had like it had a homeless person that used to live in the foliage just outside of the shopping center area. But no, I basically saw him. I was looking out there one day, trying to work something out. I was working out how many miles a delivery driver had to go or whatever. And basically I just like my eyes wandered over to him, and he basically we used to sell these giant 3-liter bottles of soda.
Yeah.
And basically, he'd sometimes come into the store and we'd buy stuff. And one of the things they used to buy was those sodas. And basically, it was filled up with a amber liquid,
Mm.
and he just dropped the entire bottle, the really heavy bottle, basically into the trash, into this big open trash can. That was part of this walkway that was into. It was like, wow. I was just like, I don't know why, but my brain went to all of this annoying stuff that the council, the local council had to do, and one of the things would be basically they would have to empty the trash and stuff, and they'd have to put it into a big compactor. And I was just so glad that I would never have to be at the compactor when that thing erupted.
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh gosh.
but it's just like, great brain, you made me imagine what fermenting piss smells like. Great, I hate you. So yeah.
I have a great story about that too.
Oh
Which
god.
reminds me. So like, I think I already told you that my security company, like, and I mean security in general, sometimes they just like hire like not the most trustworthy people, or like not the most cleanliest, whatever. So basically, there's this one guy who I would take over the shift for, and we used to collect bottles in the room. We don't anymore, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, like, after he would leave and everything, and after he would hand off the keys and the phone and just everything, all the equipment to me in like the room, I walked into the room, and like I kind of smelled a pee smell, but I didn't know what it was. And then I went to go look at the bottles, and I see one of them just basically filled up and like covered. I'm just like, is this piss? No. Did that guy just take pisses in the room? That doesn't make any sense at all. No, but yeah, so that was the thing that happened. I'm just like, why would you do this? We have a perfectly usable bathroom that you can go and use. You actually have the keys to that bathroom, so you can unlock the door and use. But no, he takes pisses in the room, just kind of leaves it there.
Wow.
The bottle. I'm just like, oh, gosh. So yeah.
Like, why would you do that? It's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's the thing. It's like we have a perfectly good bathroom. Like, we don't actually have to go inside any of the stores to use the bathroom, because we have a perfectly good bathroom that I'm pretty sure nobody off the shopping center or outside the shopping center uses, because they're pretty much cordoned off for employees. And like, yeah, so.
Yeah. It's like, just reminded me of a Dumb and Dumber situation that I witnessed. Well, it's just that when I was on maneuvers, basically the campsite is a military, a royal military campsite that they use for when they do maneuvers for the naval cadets and stuff. And so basically, it was one of those things of like, I'd stayed on for an extra couple of days with another member of staff, and because they were doing the army cadets, because I was the naval cadets, and those the army cadets from another county basically were going to use the place afterwards, and I stayed on for a couple of days because we were fixing something. I can't remember exactly what the situation was, but we were fixing something in one of the assault courses on the other side of the camp, and basically I wanted to make sure that we left the place the way that we came in. So me and another guy basically stayed, and we were helping fix it, basically. But no, the army guys were assholes. Basically that after all the cadets are forced to go to bed, they have their own fun, their dormitories and stuff, whatever, or the big tent or whatever. All of the adults and all of the officers basically are usually up, and when me and damn it, my voice. when me and my when I'm there, we just basically just have little campouts and we just talk around the big fire pit that's outside. That's all it is. That's all it is. But no, they have like a full-on party apparently. You know. But no, I was I was there for like one of the first night of the party, and I just decided not to do any of the other nights of the party, and it was crazy. But what they used to do is they used to get beer in beer bottles, and basically they would drink the beer, and like one of them was, he said, all right, he had to go for a piss, so he basically went into the woods and quickly peed and then came back, and he put his beer down on the table, and then basically he went off to bed, and then like one of the other guys was like, hey, there's an open beer over here, and he basically took a big swig of it, and it was like, that's not wow. he was just like I was just kind of sitting there, you know. I was just sitting there watching the whole thing because I wasn't included in the party thing, but he basically was like checking to see if anybody saw him, that he just peed, and I'm just sitting there, kind of like looking at him and kind of like not giggling, just like, I know what just happened. You know, I know what happened to you. You know. And he just kind of put the beer away, and then he went back into the woods, and I'm guessing he threw up or something.
That's...
He basically just drank piss. This guy must have not, the guy who put the beer bottle down on the table, basically, I'm guessing he just didn't find a place to pee. So he just went in the bottle. It was terrible. I just liked that though, because it was kind of like, it was a little bit of revenge, because like the army guys and the navy guys, with the navy guys, we are perfectly fine people. We seem to be more mature than the army guys, but I'm not going to go into that. But no, they don't like us. They never liked us for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. So yeah, basically he wasn't nasty to me. That particular guy wasn't nasty to me for the last day that I was there, because basically I knew his secret.
Oh gosh.
Well, I was there for the beer, but I just basically didn't like. Yeah, I'm there for the beer, not the recycled beer. People are nasty, Jeffrey. Yeah. Oh no! Wow, that's so gross, Tubbs. But he was being an arsehole, so he got what he deserved. Well, yeah, I think it's just the general, like, you know, the general rivalry between the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army.
Yeah, that's what I would think it is.
And even though I never subscribed to that kind of stuff, you know, like the kind of none of us in the Navy kind of gave a shit about what the other guys thought of us. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because the Navy's the best.
Mm.
I'm not kidding. The Navy has its own infantry, so we don't need the Army, and it's got an aircraft carrier with its own Air Force. So we don't need the Air Force. And they know it. So, you know, fuck those guys, I guess. So yeah, the other guys are just really petty about it. I guess though. So I guess they all are kind of, you know, they all kind of have to act that way to us, you know. So I didn't really like, you know, hold it against them for them not including me and stuff. I mean, I was just there, just while we were fixing part of an assault course. I mean, that's the only reason why I was there. So, yeah, Jeff, it wasn't really being, you know, he wasn't being an asshole. He was just being generally not courteous to me and my friend. That's all it was.
Yeah.
They call they call them different things in the States. So, like they've got nicknames for each branch of the military. Like if you're in the Navy and you work on a submarine, you're called a bubblehead. If you're in the military, if you're in the army and you're in the infantry, you're called a jarhead. And if if you're in the Air Force and you aren't part of any flying stuff, then you're called a gumshoe. And all this stuff. It's not really that interesting. My cousin is in Virginia. We agree with you, Tubbs, because she was in the Navy too. Yeah, the Navy's just super awesome. What are you gonna do? The Navy's just awesome.
Well, I can't say anything. Both of my parents were in the Air Force. Then I went to JROTC. So.
What's that?
Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Right.
So basically, that's the thing you go to before you go to the main thing. So yeah.
Well, why can't you say anything? I mean, okay.
What?
Why can't you say anything?
Well, I mean, because I don't really have much experience with it myself, so it's just like, yeah.
I thought
it's never really been an interest of mine. It's more of my parents who were into the whole military stuff. And they weren't really into it, I guess. Like, it kind of, like, after my mom got pregnant, they basically got out of the military, and then they moved and stuff, and, so.
I love seeing the Navy shipyards in Virginia. They were really cool. Yeah, Jeff? Sorry, my voice or throat or something is just bugging me now.
And the Navy. That's all I think about when I think about Navy. Just that song.
Yeah, the Navy's got its own song.
In the Navy.
What was that Simpsons episode? What was that Simpsons episode where they basically where they make Bart and a couple of friends into a boy band, and basically it's actually a kind of like an advanced recruiting for the Navy kind of ploy. Oh no, I'm just trying to think. It's Niage or something like that, and it's join the Navy backwards. It's basically in the middle of their song. They've got like a Backstreet Boys song, and in the music video, they've got these hot women basically dancing, and they're basically just saying something. But if somebody figures out that it's actually join the Navy backwards. Join the Navy.
That's funny.
Navy. Ivan.
That's funny.
Ivan at join. Niage. Yeah, it is even. I did get it right. It's so stupid, but it's funny.
Lemonade. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's even at near.
There's trouble in a far-off nation. Time to get in love formation. Your love's more deadly than Saddam. That's why I gotta try.
Wow. There it is.
Eva, det gör... Det är de inte irre.
Was soll das bedeuten?
It's in a different language for some reason.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's Spanish. Randomly. Just so random. Anyway. Oh, even at Niage. Oh shit, that's going to be stuck in my head for some reason. No, it's not. Are you feeling any better, Tubbs? Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's like most of it's gone. I had a severe allergic reaction because I ate too much crunchy nut cereal. So most of my day has basically been spent on laying on the sofa trying to comfort my tummy.
Because you had too many nuts.
Yeah, I had too many nuts. Well, no, we did that earlier in the stream.
Yeah.
Funny joke. So yeah.
Sometimes I'll get to the point where like the Game Grumps kind of piss me off just watching their videos.
Why?
And like it won't be on like games that I don't necessarily know, but it'll be on like games that I do know. And I'm just like, Aaron, you're a great talk show host, but you're just a horrible gamer. Like seriously.
Well, they're just Let's Players. They're not expert gamers.
Yeah,
He does.
I know.
He does
Still,
make.
it's just like, dude, you're just listening. Like, even I'm a casual gamer, don't get me wrong. And I'm just like, dude, you missed that thing. You missed it.
There was a very tiny. A tiny episode where they actually did Star Trek Legacy, I found out. Yeah, it was Grumpcade.
Interesting.
No, it wasn't that interesting.
Just trying. I'm here with the Game Grumps.
Oh no, they actually have one episode. Yep, one episode where they played Star Trek Legacy. They played the campaign very briefly. I don't think they did it very well.
Star Trek
Minute,
Legacy
2 players.
featuring Commander Ollie.
Yeah.
Ollie.
Hi, welcome to Grumpcade. We're joined by Ollie
Hello, how's it going?
and Susie.
Hey, how you doing?
We're playing Star Trek Legacy.
Looks old as shit.
Honest story, we were just at the mall, and then we went into GameStop, and we bought a bunch of like secondhand games that looked like they might be questionable, and this was one of them.
Oh yeah, it worked well for us last time. That's how we got the monster.
And I
That's
love
true.
Star Trek. So
Yeah, I
thank you
mean-
for having me on to see some of my favorite television show come to life
Yeah.
in such stunning three-dimensional.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
so
Yeah, okay, yeah. Being up on my game.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, I don't mind. I've already seen this episode somewhere. How long ago was this? Oh, 29th December 2016. So it was a
I
couple
don't
of years
think I saw this one.
ago. Don't know. It's just yeah, they
In fact, I need you for a delicate assignment.
if the planets were that close together,
The Vulcans have
gravity would just be fucked. Like a planet, okay, so like there's this misconception that planets are this close together, like like, what?
yeah, we know. Well, no, I basically, I always like, every time I play Star Trek Legacy, because I'm this guy, I basically, I always used to have this thing where the planets are too close together. And they're really small. They're ridiculously tiny, the planets and stuff like that. And it's only because they want to make interesting maps that they actually make the planets this small and this far apart and all that stuff. But I justify in my head by basically saying that they're proto-planets. Really proto-planets. Yeah, that basically the entire game is set in a proto-planet stellar nursery. That's the only way that this will work.
Oh, Tubbs.
What?
You have to be illogical about things. That's great.
Yeah, otherwise my brain hurts. Yeah, the point is to make good content. What? Oh, I think Panafox is talking about the Game Grumps and how they're not good
Yeah.
games and stuff. Yeah, the point is to make it interesting and funny and not, make it entertaining.
Yeah, and I get that. It's just like, gosh, I don't know. Yeah,
You're one of those.
They're basically a comedy channel, so it's just like.
You're one of those people that
You know,
basically that yells at Aaron basically like at a game that he's not very good at, and you've played.
Not,
You're one of these people that basically that is in the is in the comment
No.
section that is just going, play the game better, just jump over it.
no,
You should have just jumped over it. Oh my God, you're one of those people that he
Not
actually
all the
complains
time.
about.
not all the time.
You're one of those people that he complains about.
No, but like basically, if I see somebody else play the game like slightly better, it's just like whenever I watch it, I'm just like, you could be playing this game so much better. Because other people, other people are kind of comedians too, and they still like kind of play all right. It's just like,
Well, he's actually very good at some games.
Yeah.
You shouldn't criticize him for every game that you've played.
No, I don't criticize them for every game. I mean, like, some games are just like, they're kind of having fun, so it's just like, oh, this is cool. This is a cool game. It's just like, oh, cool. But like on the games, I'm just like, oh, you're not doing well, dude. Why aren't you doing well? You could
Yeah,
be
but
doing
if
better.
you're around if you're on the sofa next to him, you wouldn't actually say that to them in person. You
No,
know?
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
to
that's
him,
like, that's kind of how you have to
never.
watch it. That's kind of how you have to watch it, though. You know?
I guess. I don't know.
I just like giggling whenever he gets frustrated that he's not so good at a certain part of the game. It's funny. It's just the legitimate rage.
He's like, why can't I get this?
Well, it's like that. It
No,
is like the animated
Battle
Grumps.
Kid episode was crazy.
That big animated Grumps episode. With all the
Yeah, the Battle Kid episode.
yeah. Well, basically, he's just like losing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that is what I watched Game Grumps for.
Yeah.
Because it's just all
So-
good.
No, I mean,
Ross
like, there
believes
are-
in me.
What?
But Ross believes in me.
But Ross believes in me.
I would do this for Ross. I hit end. Why did I hit end? He comes in. How'd it go?
Didn't go right.
Yeah.
And then Dan's just laughing in the background.
Yeah, it's funny. I like the 10-minute
Yeah.
power hour stuff that they do. That's pretty good.
Dude, that's got some of the recent episodes are just like kind of dark and so great. Like, did you see the most recent one?
No.
It's pretty great. It's you have to watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. But okay, I was gonna say, but yeah, like some of the series I do actually quite enjoy, like the Grumps during course episodes. I like those. I like watching them do those. Then they'll do like those random games that are completely kind of off the wall. They did another golf game where it was like you were fighting in like giant mecha suits, basically. Mecha suits or whatever.
I didn't think that was as good, to be honest.
Kind of funny.
I didn't think that was as good as the Dream Course one. I know what you mean.
No, it wasn't as good, but still, it was kind of funny to watch. And then which one? The Katsumaru Demacy episodes. I like those. It's really good.
You like played Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, I saw that. Those were
was-
good. Those were good episodes.
It was actually really awesome. Dan's reaction to everything was great. Oh, and the robot voice. I love the robot voice.
When the stuff got real.
The robot
Yeah.
voice, though, is just so great. Like he's talking.
Let's see, Fred Darren.
It's just he's talking like he's like he's a robot that's going to
A
like
very monotone voice.
gonna go eat them, like eat their brains or something.
Yeah.
I love that. Like he built up this whole backstory about one of the characters, and it's like he was almost spot on. Because he was told about the game, but he wasn't actually told about like what the twists and turns were. He just knew what he knew. Like he'd seen somebody else play it, and he was just like but he guessed a hell of a lot of stuff that happened in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doki Doki. Dun, 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 dun. I love that music too. I don't know why. It's just such nice, good, good vibes kind of music as well in the background.
You mean, are you talking about like the actual game music?
I know. I know you hate it, but I like it.
I mean, good vibes. No,
Well,
no.
it's just,
For me, that music is just like nightmares and just like
The point of the music, though, is to actually like trick you to thinking it is pretty good vibes music, though. So
No, the only thing I get from it is Barney. And Barney wasn't like a great story, you know.
the chair.
Yeah, did you hear about that? Like there was something about how like one of the actors who played Barney hid like marijuana in his cell or something. That was an actual thing.
Okay. Don't ruin Barney
Yeah.
for me. Barney was a big deal to me when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, was there anything that was on TV really early in the mornings when I would be up? That's the only
Oh,
person.
okay.
That's the only person that was up that could work at TV.
That's nice.
So basically, it used to be a big thing.
Mm.
I only just found out the whole actor situation.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to sell something that is basically purified water tablet. I don't know. I'm not going to go into it. It's weird.
Yeah, my morning cartoons when I was a kid was Blue's Clues. So
Okay. No one knows what they
Clues.
Yeah, no one knows.
You gotta find another power. That's second clue.
How about Smile Time? Does anybody remember Smile Time?
No,
Yeah,
I
because
don't know what that
because
is.
it's a fictional thing, but it's a funny
Okay.
fictional thing. Anybody in the chat remember Smile Time?
Yeah,
It's
what's
Smile Time.
Say.
It's a Smile Time.
You can do anything. Ba 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 that you wanna do. Ba.
Nope, nobody remembers Smile Time. Oh. It's from Angel. It's from Buffy and Angel.
Oh, okay.
It's from Buffy and Angel.
Okay. Angel
But
reference.
it's Angel. It's from Angel. Everyone go watch Buffy and Angel. Jesus.
Everyone go watch Buffy and Angel.
Yeah, that's your homework.
Right this instant. Go now.
No, basically, I remember being in high school and basically somebody just was like, oh no, I couldn't get into Buffy. And I was like, well, no. You go home and you watch Buffy again. But then basically they came back like the next week. And like we were talking about something to do with Buffy, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I watched that again after you said, and like actually really love it." And I was like, "See, it's good, isn't it?" They'd seen one of the maybe 3 episodes out of 7 seasons of Buffy that was not good. You know, there's only like 3 episodes in all of Buffy
I
history that
watched
aren't that great.
some of Buffy. Yeah. I watched some of Buffy, but basically when Buffy was on, wasn't that like around the same time that Charmed was on? And Charmed was what my mom watched, so I watched
Oh
Charmed.
fuck, the Charm was just so horrible.
I watched Charmed, and I watched Friends, and yeah.
Oh, but Buffy is so good. Season 5. If you don't watch any other Buffy, then watch season 5. Season 5 is the best Buffy ever.
I basically tried to find Buffy on Netflix. I couldn't find it though. It's with a Y, isn't it? I think I put an IE instead of Y.
I don't know. I'm dyslexic. Doesn't. If I try to type it, then I'm pretty sure. I think I'd just type in.
I think it is with a Y. So.
Yeah, it's a Y. It is.
Yeah.
There's just so many funny lines. It's so much.
I
Cool
don't think it
stuff.
is on Netflix. I'll have to see if it's on Hulu or something else.
Bora Bora Himbo Gemination. So it's one of my
What?
favorite. It's one of my favorite lines ever in all of Buffy. But none of you will get that because you don't watch Buffy.
None of us
God.
have seen Buffy.
God damn it, guys.
Well, I've seen Buffy, but I haven't just watched Buffy. That's the thing. It's just like, yeah.
There's whole
I
music.
mean, I kind of know the characters, but I don't really know the characters.
They were one of the
well.
first. They were one of the first TV shows to ever do a musical episode,
Mm.
and it was good. It wasn't actually. It was actually pretty damn good.
Mm. Also, I watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch. That's the show I watched.
So I can't watch that because basically I can't help. I can't get over the fact that is it Melissa Joan Hart is kind of like a super Christian
She's
bitch.
Christian, yeah. She was actually in one of the super hot Christian movies. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. God's Not Dead, right? Yeah, those movies. She was in like the second one or the third one or something. I don't know. It was so stupid.
No, they
I
are.
fucking hate those movies.
Why? It's just so annoying because Clarissa Explains It All was one of my favorite TV shows as well.
Yeah.
And it's just oh.
Yeah. This kind of bums you out. It's like, oh, but she wasn't really. Oh, it sucks.
Oh, here's a good Buffy line. I'm trying to remember something that doesn't need context, But here we go. So basically, like a bunch of them are doing research in the library, and Xander, the guy, one of the guys that's there, basically he's like, so these are really magical spell books. Like, I mean, if you could just read Igneous Inferno and all of a sudden the book catches on fire and he closes it.
Yeah.
and Giles, the librarian, is like, Xander, please don't speak Latin in front of the books. It's just so good. And so, it's a really good effect and everything, and that's just a joke, That was they set up that whole gag, they set up a book to catch on fire for a joke, in a kind of serious, in a kind of serious, like teen drama series. It's like it's actually that's really clever and really good. Just the writing of it is just brilliant.
Yeah. I also watched Gilmore Girls. That was another thing I watched with my mom.
Well, yeah, because you got a bit of gay in you, so yeah. Of course you did.
I really like Gilmore Girls. That was a good show.
Unfortunately, my ex really liked that, so I kind of can't watch it ever.
Oh.
But yeah. I think from the same scene, somebody says, so you can really make a spell to like turn people into frogs and make you excrete gold coins. And a witch basically is there, and she's like, yeah, that one's not so much fun. Excrete gold coins. That was fun. That was not so much fun. Just Oh, come on. It's got to be another good reference that doesn't need context. Besides,
Gosh, I really need a new phone.
there's a character that's basically in season 5. There's a character who's the big baddie, and she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's just amazing because basically she's just a super. She's a super lady, you know. It's hard to explain, and a bit of it is spoilers, so I'm just gonna go into it unless you've seen it. But
Okay.
her character is just amazing. She's basically a fabulous lady that's somehow the bad guy.
That doesn't tell us anything.
Oh, she's just so super. She's like a supermodel. And she's got this kind of like chipper attitude all the time as well. Because there's like one of her minions comes in, and basically like he's groveling, you know, do the groveling thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, that's all great. As much as I love the groveling and everything, like I just want you to come in here and just tell me the information that you want to give me. And it better be good information, because then I have to get all mad and kill you. It's this whole big thing. And she just just that line is brilliant. And I think I've already mentioned this before, but that's where you might have heard me say it's this whole big thing a few times, and that's where I got it from. I love it so much. As a kid, I kind of like sucked it into my vocabulary, and it's never gone away. Just the whole, because then I have to get all mad and kill you.
It is on Hulu.
Ew.
Is it 7 seasons?
Buffy's 7 seasons, Angel's 5 seasons.
So they have the full 7 seasons on Hulu.
Yeah, that's cool. Is Hulu free? Hulu used to be free, but I don't think it's free anymore, is it?
It's like,
It's a subscription service now, isn't it?
yeah. I think they have Angel too, because I see Angel Hulu. So
Well, that's cool. I'll have to find out how much Hulu is instead of. Yeah. I kind of want like YouTube to actually get some money behind it, so they can buy its own subscription service and not YouTube Red, because that's bullshit. But I want it to actually have programs on it, so that I can just use YouTube as my new TV. Because basically I end up watching everything on a playlist, and if I miss like a day of not watching YouTube, you know, just not having it on in the background or something, then I'm fucked, because it takes me forever just to get back to where, you know, to current day YouTube playlist. And it's like, ugh. I think it's only like a week or 2 out at the moment on my YouTube, but it's still a week or 2. But at least it's not like a month old, because when I was coming back from Bear Bash, I was a month behind on my YouTubing. I don't know why.
it says, so Hulu says their plan start at $7.99 a month. Oh, that's dollars though. I don't know what.
Yeah, I was going to say that's why I need to look it up, because it's probably going to be different in Europe and the UK.
Yeah.
My chair's making funny noises again.
Funny noises.
Yeah. What is that from? Oh, that's from another scary movie or something. The one with the ring. When they're making fun of the ring. So I just remembered something from like when Sydney, I think that's her name, I can't remember. In one of the scary movies, she basically goes to the Oracle lady woman take on the Oracle Lady woman. Who's Queen Latifah for some reason, and basically like you know, Sydney sits down in a chair and all of a sudden it makes a fart noise. And she's like, it wasn't me, it was the chair, I swear. Queen Latifah just walks over to a chair and then she sits down and she kind of like moves her butt around and she's like, yes, the chair. It's like, wow. I really like Queen Latifah. I really didn't want her to be in that movie, but she was. Oh dear. Oh, the Ring video from one of the Scary Movie movies.
Wasn't
That was
there
awesome.
was like some gag they had with the ring where like basically the guy had the ring lady in the car and like he had a bag over her head while she was basically sucking them off or something.
Yeah, it's very highbrow.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the true comedy from that movie is what? Oh, he definitely likes Queen Latifah. I think that's yeah. Yeah, the true comedy from that movie comes from the Ring video. The actual Ring video in that universe is hilarious to me. I nearly wet myself watching that when I first saw that. That was so good. If you get a chance to look up the the Ring video from Scary Movie Ring video. Will that do anything? Let me just quickly see if it's on TubeTube. I'm gonna ruin my search history now because I'm using my Tankertubs account to do this. Yeah, I've already used it. I've already screwed it up slightly because it's the default page, the homepage in my YouTube homepage for my Tankertubs account has now got Simpson stuff all over it.
Yeah.
That's because I looked at the Join the Navy video. So Ring video. Oh, sorry. Video. Scary movie. Yep. Scary movie 3.
Go, so.
Well, I was gonna go too.
Yeah.
But no, if you know of the Ring movie, anybody on YouTube, if you know of the Ring movie, and you wanna laugh, then look up the Ring movie, Scary Movie version. It's awesome. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but it's just I love it. It's so good. Anyway, you're gonna have to go soon. Oh yeah, I was gonna go like ages ago, but I got stuck again. It always happens.
Yeah. Well, bye.
Well, bye.
Well, bye. I'm not playing a thing, are you? Oh, okay. It's not me.
So I clicked on one of the compilations. It's so good. All of them are just so good.
Oh no, the plow. Fuck.
Jesus. Oh my god. Yeah, just look up Deja meme and you'll basically end up. it's endless enjoyment. It just all the compilations are just endless enjoyment.
Yeah, I was going to basically after we talked about it. I got stuck on what the because I can't remember what that was called, but it's called the to be continued meme. It's just a video I posted in Discord.
It's really annoying. What? Oh my god. It's a bunch of people like slipping on a slippery floor, coming off of an escalator. So it was just playing it over and over again, basically, because for each person. But yeah, did you say you posted it on Discord?
Yeah, that to be continued.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, with the raccoon.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the video, the original video.
Yeah.
That kind of ruins it.
No, not really.
Well, it does, because you already know what happens. Yeah.
But basically, yeah, just look up. You can look up basically any to be continued meme video, and you'll be just like.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I don't like those because there's no closure.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much kind of the point.
Yeah, I know that's the joke, but that's what I mean though. It's like, yes, it's funny after like once or twice, but then you just start getting annoyed because you kind of want to see what happens afterwards.
Yeah, and some of them are actually pretty. It's just like, wait, but what happened? I mean, that was kind of dangerous. What just happened? You know, I want to know what happens now. Okay. Really, dude.
That's pretty awesome. Some of these are pretty awesome. Some of them are just batshit crazy. Some of them are just like, okay, they're dead.
Yeah, basically.
Thanks, Jeff. He's already saying goodbye, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna go to.
Alright.
Oh, so stretch. Okay.
Stretch.
Oh my god, a bird had pooped on my window. Awesome. There's bird poop on a window. Anyway. Belly rubs, guys, and of course, belly salute. I will see you later in around about 15 hours' time, probably, for LivrTUBBS Weekly Part 2.
Oh gosh, I'm still gonna be up when you start filming again.
Probably.
When you start training game. Gosh. Oh my gosh. If I'm not like sleep already, but yeah, so.
Well, did you want to vote like now and later, or did you want to just vote later? Or did you even not want to vote? It's okay if you don't. I would be offended. It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Positive? You promise?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, well,
Are you a wizard? What is even going on here? What is this stuff? Sorry. Just go. Take your razors with you. I don't care how good they are.
I will.
What is even on my head? So I just I like all of that stuff. We promise that they won't they won't appear in front of you like some kind of satanic witchcraft. If I spent all my money on this razor products and stuff like that, would that maybe better at the game? That's silly, but yes, that's great. Anyway, later, dudes. Jeffrey, you have to say goodbye. Say it.
Bye, Jeff. Hugs.
You have to write bye, Tubbs, or I'm going to be stuck here. One day he's just going to forget and turn off his computer, and basically he's going to turn on the same. Oh, Tubbs has been streaming for 12 hours. Wait a minute. And I'm just sitting here, kind of like with my arms crossed, just looking at the camera. It's like, hello, Jeffrey. Guess what I've been doing for the past 12 hours?
And you haven't showered.
I somehow punch him through the screen. No. There's a PD quote. It was quite funny. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks. Thanks. It's like, stop leaving hate comments on the live videos, because I know your information, and I will come to you, and I will assault you physically.
I am going to assault you.
Yeah. No. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hit the buy button.
Do it. Hit the button.